Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me today. This is Set for Life. Why Set for Life? Well, we all want to live. We all want to seek after real life. We all want to be set for life. And Jesus said that I have come that you might have life and have it to the full. So we're seeking after that. Every day we're taking a look into Scripture, taking a look into what God has said, and following after him in such a way where we truly live. We find the life that he has for us, the life that he said he's come to give us. So thanks for joining me today. Thanks for carving out a little time in your day to get better together. Because when our walk gets better, when our relationship with Jesus gets better, the world around us gets better. So Proverbs 9:11 says that wisdom will multiply your days and add years to your life. Sounds good to me. So we should be seeking after wisdom. We should be seeking after making smart choices. And I think that is so necessary that we are making smart choices. That's why as a teacher, I want to constantly be giving people options of how to get better, how to grow, how to learn how to really do life so that we can make good choices, so we can make wise choices. We can take a step back from the situation we're in. We can look at the different scenarios and figure out what would make the most sense, what would be the best option based on how I know things work, and then move forward with it. That's wisdom. And part of wisdom goes hand in hand with making good choices is getting out of ourselves and going, okay, God, what would you want me to do this in this situation? Because his way of doing things is always the wisest choice. It's always the wisest choice. And now we have to keep seeking after him and getting into his word so that we understand what his ways are so that we can make those wise choices. But the reason why I throw this out there is because I think along with everything else in this world, the world and society and things that would go against what God would want us to do is constantly trying to cloud our decision-making process and putting value on things that really aren't wise and devaluing things that are wise. So it's important that we understand what is wisdom, what is the good choice in each situation. And I'll give you an example. If you do the math, going 70 miles an hour on a highway or going 80 miles an hour on a highway doesn't save you much time when you're talking about a 15 to 20 minute commute to work. So why risk it? Why risk it? Why risk your life to save 1 or 2 minutes? It doesn't make any sense. Be wise. Don't be crazy. Don't be a crazy driver, and don't bring other people's lives in jeopardy as well by going 80, 85, 90 miles an hour on a highway when you don't have to. It's not going to save you that much time in the long run. Especially, it's not worth risking your life. Okay, so that's a risky situation, an example of a risky situation that the world thinks that's just necessary. That's just necessary. You have to get to where you're going, and people are just stupid drivers, and they're not going fast enough, and I have to get, you know what I mean? It's kind of, you're following what I'm saying. So, and yet we devalue a risky situation that might actually be a good decision, like gaining knowledge. Like instead of spending 30 minutes watching a television show, taking that same 30 minutes and reading the Bible, reading a book, getting someone to help you with learning a skill, right? Learning how to handle your finances or doing your fitness better, getting a coach. I'm just throwing it out there. The reason why I say these things is because from personal experience, like all I'm trying to do is help people, and I get it. We get fearful over the things that we know that we don't do well. Whenever it comes to trying to lose weight or trying to break a habit, those things we kind of know that we need to get better. We know that we need to do them, but yet for some reason we're not willing to take those kind of risks because it doesn't make us look good, or it devalues us, or whatever it is, that we struggle with that. We struggle with admitting that we might be wrong with something, right? So that's also a risk. Admitting that you're wrong is a risk, and most of the time we're not willing to take that kind of risk, but yet we are willing to risk and do things that would benefit us for minimal gain. All I'm saying is we need to seek wisdom. We need to be willing to step back. Be willing to step back and say, God, what is a good way of doing this? What is a good decision? Does it really make sense to me for me to try to pass this truck on a double yellow line who's going the speed limit? Or, does it make sense for me to continue doing what I'm doing in a destructive thing that I know I could do better, and all I need to do is seek counsel, seek help, get somebody to guide me through a situation where I know I'm struggling. All of these are risks. Some risks are good to take because they have ramifications for the future that would really help you. Some risks are not worth it, right? So wisdom, understanding what God would want me to do in a situation, is the best way to go. To evaluate every situation going, okay, what's the long-term gain in this situation? And then making a good choice. So, guys, let's seek after wisdom. Let's seek after good risks as opposed to unvaluable risks. And yeah, let's get better. Let's be wise, and let's honor God in doing so. So thanks for joining me today. Let's seek after Him. Have a great rest of your day. Blessings.